So where were we?
We're talking about how you're just like Charles Manson.
Okay. Yeah, I really just don't get that part. But anyway, yeah, he was just a user and an abuser, and there was nothing very good about his character. You know, he's just kind of a lousy, rotten, stinking, cruddy person. So, I mean, got nothing nice to say about him.
Yeah, he's the first to admit that, though, He doesn't boast about himself.
Well, I know, but that almost makes him worse, doesn't it? Doesn't that almost make somebody worse, is when they know what shitty is, and they're I'm shitty, that's right. I mean, that just kind of sucks.
Well, I think that he has actually proven that terrorism works, because he's been famous for how long now? And he only killed how many people? Like 4 people. And he's put out like 3 albums, and one of them like went cool.
Yeah, right, but he's been in prison. So, I mean, works for what? Yeah, it works. Yeah, it works so you can, like, put swastikas on your forehead in one of your little insane moments. It's not working, so whatever. But I mean, the idea, obviously, for people who want to be somebody, but people have always had that option. I mean, you could always be somebody by killing somebody who is somebody. I mean, that was sort of always true. I mean, John Wilkes Booth, by that standard, won. Because, yeah, we all know his name. Yeah, well, I don't know, like I said, whoever denied terrorism didn't work? Of course, that's why people do it. I mean, of course it works.
Well, then, how come liberals never do it then?
Because it's not ethical. It's not like how a man fights. You know what I'm saying? It's gives you ball cooties. I mean, it's the coward's way. The cheater. You destroy what you're attempting to save. It's one of those kind of arguments. There's no point in fighting for right if you're going to commit wrong in the fight for right.
What if it's imperative? What if it's...
Well, that's always a tricky line to define, isn't it? Isn't imperative a little bit of a complex concept? Like, when exactly do you have to turn the wheel? Like, are we really going to go over the cliff? Like, could we possibly put the brakes on? Or could we possibly do we have to bail out? Do we have to, who the hell knows what the answer to these questions are? I mean, when you pull that lever, to... engage your ejector seat in your F-14. I mean, it's always a little bit complicated.
Well, wouldn't you agree, you of all people, I think, would agree that the world is doomed? Wouldn't you agree?
Well, yeah, but even that's tricky. I mean, okay, yeah, well, this is like lottery ticket. We have this little lottery ticket that's, okay, yeah, we could possibly win if our ticket wins. All right? But that's the only chance we have, right? So it's like there's a lottery ticket that'll prevent the world from blowing up. And so it's like, okay, yeah, well, we still do have the ticket, so we can't assume that, we're completely out of the game. But yeah, it's really thin odds. So yeah, but that's always the trick, though. That's always the complication. There's always some sort of circumstance.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up? Your microphone's open and such.
How come the second we popped up because there was some gay stuff like this?
Guess what? They're going to say gayer stuff when you're gone. Well, after they kick you out of the room, they're going to say some real gay stuff. They're going to talk about how you got buck teeth and shit. They're going to talk about how gay looking you look and how you look like you had penis up your nose yesterday. Looks like you had a penis up your nose yesterday, fucker. Yes, it do.
Okay. Since we have a slim chance of, making it out of this clusterfuck that humanity has created, well, then it's up to the terrorists to stand up for that slim minority.
Wow, your microphone sounds like it's got gas. It's kind of funny. but
give the government the power to create more laws to control your life.
oh, whatever with this stupid government crap. Yeah, fuck you. You go live in your anarchy in the sewer somewhere.
That's not what I'm saying.
Well, whatever. It sounds like that's what you're saying. I mean, what the fuck? The government's not the goddamn fucking problem. Democracy's not the goddamn fucking problem. Assholes are the goddamn fucking problem. All right, the government is the fucking people. The people need to have their fucking ass fucking kicked. Government.
Okay, so we go sacrifice a few idiots and do it in a really bloody fashion, you know.
And who would say that? I'm not saying that's out of the realm of reasonable possibility. I even have a novel already sort of written in my head of exactly a scenario like that. You know, where I'm a fucking terrorist guy and I do a perfect terrorism thing, completely foolproof. You know, there's no way they're going to kill me or kill my thing, and you know, it's all going to, you know, I got all these backup plans. You know, it's like no possibility of failure. So yeah, I mean, it's not like I haven't thought about that. Is that yeah? Sometimes you gotta, you know, you gotta. War is war. So yeah, once the war starts, yeah, game on. And but yeah, it's still not. It's not the fucking method of choice. And it has to be done carefully. It's like the Wicked Witch and the fucking golden shoes or whatever, the ruby shoes. You gotta do this carefully. You gotta take these shoes off just the right way or everything spoils. You know?
It's the method of choice for me. I like it. I think it works well.
Well, we just don't have evidence of it working well yet, but whatever.
John Brown.
History has shown
John Brown. Art, shut up for a second. John Brown was a terrorist. He went around with a blunt sword.
Right, well, he died pretty. You got killed by what? Custer or something, right?
Chopped him up into pieces.
Yeah, Custer chopped him up.
You're not going to do slavery anymore. You're going to die. No. That's one good instance. You asked for a good instance.
Well, I'm just saying that, well, whatever.
Years, what's happened. Every time there's some type of terrorist threat, it just means that there's more security and more funding for anti-riot control.
Yeah, I know, but who voted for George Bush twice? Okay, I mean, well, the first time he lost, but I mean, who voted for him the second time? People of America voted for the motherfucking Nazi cunt. Okay, the people voted for the fucker. I'm just saying, government is just being, it's another word that right wing is using as a method to prevent rational government. Is they're using government to try to destroy government. Using the word government. And it's not the government's fault, it's the right wing fucking kooks we are letting run free in our fucking country. So maybe if we pitchfork some of the goddamn people, we won't have this problem. Exactly. I mean, there's a point where we need another civil war. We got to wipe out some of these fucktards.
Yeah. Hard feather the motherfuckers.
If he's going to bring up the topic of whether or not it works, the only way it's going to work is if it's done right. And usually it's not done right, and it's done in a way that leaves it open to where they just use it, the right wing uses it to their advantage. They use it to scare people into the Patriot Act and shit like that.
Well, that's the danger of it. That's the whole point. That, you know, it's a dangerous strategy because it can backfire all over the place. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe in the end, you know, Osama bin Laden will get what he wanted in the sense that the world will come crumbling down, but it's going to be his world too. So there's no victory in that. But, yeah, I mean, obviously we've wasted, you know, $2.5 trillion, you know, doing this idiotic fucking around in the Middle East, and so there's no benefit to it. Huge waste of money. Yeah, is that Skibby? Yeah, well, whatever. Skibby doesn't, I don't even know what the fucking point of him was. Don't get it at all. Well, Gary, why don't you make a video about how bad sports are? We could argue about how bad sports are, And then you argue it, and he runs away. You know, so what the fuck?
You want to talk about sports?
Well, I mean, we had our opportunity to talk about it, and you just kind of let the whole fucking thing go and did your little, you know, somehow...
I don't mind. It's going to take some time, but I can load your video and do that and go over what you say play by play. I have no problem with that at all. Who the fuck is this Art Key Khan?
Well, I thought that was the idea, you know. So I'm just saying, if you still have an argument to be made that somehow there's some value in sports, then make the argument that there's value in it. I mean, I think I made a pretty decisive argument that it's a waste, that it's dumb, ignorant, moronic psychology that finds value in it, that it doesn't have any value by any kind of rational, elegant human standard.
I'll make the video on Bloggers. I have no problem with
that. Okay.
Just for the record, the reason that I said those words, I already explained that, but I'll explain it again. It wasn't because you disagreed with me. It was because you took my words and changed them. But well,
yeah, I mean, I'm just not going to accept that accusation. I didn't change them, okay? I took them for what they were said as, and yes, sometimes you'll say something, it happens to everybody. I'll say something, and I'll say it badly, and leave room for 2 or 3 different interpretations. But the point is, I argued both interpretations of the Olympics point, didn't I? If you go look at my video, I argued, I argued both interpretations.
No, this is not one of your strongest answers. To be fair, I'm going to have to answer to that. And also, for the record, when you take videos that are exclusive to one site and put them on your site, fair enough. Then you get these people like this. What is this Archon guy? Anonymous people who can post anonymously on your site and say whatever they want. Because all they don't see the let's say the Vlogger site. They just see your response. They just see what you decide and choose to put in your video.
Well, again, you can say what I decided and choose. I played your fucking video. I didn't decide and choose. But whatever.
Okay, well, here's an example. Okay, so you play the video, you pause it, and then you say, okay, well, now Skippy's going to say jiu-jitsu, which I didn't. But that's you putting words in my mouth. So I got to go now and I have to respond to you and go, okay, well, no, I didn't say that. Now I have to take the trouble to make a video and do that?
Well, that's the part. That's argument.
Okay, here's my point.
But the point is, I'm still going to argue with you that you're not even paraphrasing correctly now, okay? Because you're arguing that somehow your Olympic point was distorted. And I'm going to argue that it's plainly in there. I argued both interpretations of that Olympic remark. They're both there.
You didn't.
Yes, I did.
Right now, as a precursor to what I'll say in the video. If you'd like to hear it, I'll do it in 20 seconds.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter because I've already argued it.
Sorry, we got lag.
Go ahead.
My point in bringing up the Olympics and talking about 1,000 years from now was not to say that we would have figured out all of the borders and then just use the Olympics to decide these things. It was that's where you went totally in the other direction and you totally misconstrued what I was saying.
I know, but your basic argument that somehow this will satisfy our need for violence is just idiotic. Who the fuck's going to be Well, because who the fuck is going to be...
You don't think the Olympics satisfies a need for violence?
Not at all. Are you nuts? Are you nuts? Curling? Oh, come on, look at the Olympic sports. They are the most, the original ones especially. There was no violence in them. The whole point, people, remember Olympic hockey? No fights, right? Nobody's, and so let's not pretend. Figure skating, let's go down the list of these Olympic sports and you show me the violence that's going to be satisfied. It's not a fucking...
Okay, well, first of all, neither of us needs to shout because our mics are very good.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what the fuck I do or how I fucking talk, so you're wasting my time with a lecture about what I need to do. Make your fucking argument.
You're so angry. Calm down.
Make your fucking argument.
My argument will include also the fact that what you are saying is you are trying to legislate what people do with their free time.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Okay, I won't finish my sentence then. I'll let you interrupt.
Exactly. Well, it's a false premise. Where? You're not going to find anywhere in my video where I said legislate anywhere. So that's just a pile of shit. What I was saying is human beings are assholes.
I'm talking about the word. This is semantics. If you're going to take legislate and argue for 15 minutes, that's not what you said.
I'm not going to argue for 15 fucking minutes. I want to say that has nothing to do with my commentary. My commentary about what an asshole the average fucking human is.
Doing more noble things, right?
Humans are assholes was the goddamn point. Yes. Anything is a better use of their fucking time. It'd be better if the human race just masturbated than to pay sports heroes to do absolutely nothing of value. Yes, it would be better if people stuck their fingers up their ass.
You know, I know that you no longer watch sports, right? Like, you didn't even watch the Super Bowl even though you commented on it, right?
No, I didn't see the Super Bowl. Yes, I saw nothing. I saw a YouTube commercial.
Gary. You don't poo-poo all of entertainment, but you poo-poo sports. Try to make an argument to me, and make it on Bloggerheads or wherever, where you think it's more noble for people to dress up in costumes and play make-believe, and that's a more noble way to use their time and put it toward entertainment.
Yeah, okay. Shakespeare versus NFL football. Yeah, I think I'm going to win, okay? Yeah, I think I can do that. I think Shakespeare versus the NFL. Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Okay, all right. Well, you can continue. You can develop it, and you tell me how it's more important for people to play make-up and make-believe. And make you emote.
They aren't playing it. Are they playing it? Are they playing it? No, that's right. They make a great movie, okay, like go back to the greatest of them all, right? DeVille, or whatever the fuck, DeMille. All right? So you take these classic great movies, they're made one motherfucking time, they last for 100 fucking years. Do they ever play one baseball game and then say, okay, we played the fucking game? We don't need to do it over and over and over. So my argument against sports is the same as my argument against teaching and all this other crap. It's this fucking redundancy. This pointless, like somehow today's competition is so much more important than yesterday's competition. No, it's just a stupid competition. You do have your best game ever and just watch the same fucking game over and over if you need to.
You also make the point that, already said this, but people should be having more noble alternatives to this silly thing called sports, like smoking. I mean, is that a noble alternative? Is it noble for you to be giving your kitten or your cat secondhand smoke just because you can't?
Oh, I'm not even gonna dignify that with an argument. Okay, I mean secondhand smoke. Number one, I'm not a defender of cigarette smoking. You stupid cunt. Find one video where I defended cigarette smoking. Find one, you fucking asshole. One fucking video, you lying piece of shit. Find one video where I defended cigarette smoking, you stupid cunt. One fucking video. No, you won't find that because you're a lying, manipulative piece of shit. What a fucking weasel. You didn't leave. Yeah, I kicked his fucking ass the fuck out of here with that desperate shit. Secondhand smoke on a cat. I mean, he had to be joking, but what a waste of my fucking time. Why would I waste my time with some asshole? That's how we're going to argue about how big a waste of resources professional sports are. Yeah, we're going to talk about a cat. I don't even think a cat, I don't even know cats, if it's even possible. They don't live long enough to get fucking lung cancer or emphysema. I mean, they have to get some other lung bacterial disease. They can't die of cancer because they don't live long enough. The cancer can't be created.
He's got a hard on for you.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I don't care about that part either. But I'm just saying, why the fuck waste my time? These people who think they know me or whatever. I don't even know what the fuck they think. What's your breathing problems? Are you really serious? Get serious. I mean, really, get serious. I mean, haven't you have any context? I mean, cats go outside and they're really low to the ground, the dusty, dirty ground. They lick their own asses. I mean, you got to be kidding me. Secondhand smoke and a cat? I mean, this is just a preposterous waste of time. Articus, your mic's open. Artinus, your mic's open. Artinus guy, your mic's open. Fucker, your mic's open. It's still open. Now you got it. Hey, Black Cat's guy. Yay. How you doing, Black Cat's guy?
I'm just chilling. Just went up and got some cigarettes. Very happy about that. Didn't have cigarettes for about a day. That was bullshit.
Yeah, I had one cigarette. I smoked it. Fuck.
Yeah, it's always bad when you're trying to quit or, like, you're on one of those vaporizers and it's just like, I gotta have a cigarette. It's just like, I gotta have that real feeling. Really, really real.
Yeah, and I've gone through all my old butts. Like, I went through all the old garbage cans. It's like I've already now smoked all the, old cigarette butts in the house. All the ones that had one or two drags left on them. So now I'm really out. Oh, anywho, I'm in a real crappy mood tonight. Well, I wasn't before, but I am now. Yep. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Sort of, maybe. Could make sense, possibly.
Gary, have you ever heard of a security firm called HB Gary?
Nope.
Do you know about the denial of service attacks the collective internet group Anonymous performed on various sites and governments?
Well, I certainly heard of this Anonymous crap, but yeah, it's all fucking weird to me.
Well, apparently, HB Gary and its CEO, whose name I can't remember at the moment, but I'm sure someone else will remember for me, targeted Anonymous to find people within the group that were leaders and take them down. Additionally, they were trying to blackmail journalists that were talking about Anonymous. And so what Anonymous did is they hacked into HB Gary, stole thousands of emails, wiped his iPad, screwed up several of his accounts, like his social networking, like Facebook and shit. They basically just ripped him a new one. And he like, this is a firm that works in IT security, and they're getting their asses handed to them by a group of people on the internet that just, like, don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Well, I guess, it kind of depends sometimes people are really good at the technology thing, and sometimes they just know somebody that, like somebody slept with a hooker and, and blah, 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 and so they get the inside dope and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I don't know what to say on that. I mean, it's, the whole internet security thing is sort of a fraud anyway, right? I mean, most people selling internet security they're just selling, like, templates and shit, they're just selling shit, calling it security. Here's a bag of Cheetos, it's security.
But like, if I were, the CEO of an IT security firm, I would be ashamed to have that happen to me. And not only that, H.B. Gary was analyzing the code from Stuxnet, the virus that took down Iran's nuclear program for a while. They stole that from H.B. Gary. Like, they got that from them. So now Anonymous has Stuxnet. Like,
well, I know, but H.B. Gary couldn't even come up with a better name than H.B. Gary. So come on, they're already fucked. They had to be pretty lame to start with. But yeah, of course. I mean, obviously, you look pretty stupid if you're supposed to be like whatever, really good at walking on stilts, and then you fall down.
Named H.B. Garrett, but you're already implicated.
I look like a fake ABBA. I don't know what that was. The e-cigarettes really worked for me. The first 6 months I was doing it, it was really working. But the last couple of months, it just doesn't feel right.
Both habits die hard.
Try stepping up to a little stronger.
Yeah, well, I'm using pretty strong E-Wicked liquid or whatever. I mean, it's like 38 milligrams nicotine, which is really high. But,
what type of atomizers?
Well, I'm using, they're kind of cheap, but they work. I'm using the ones from, what the hell's it called? E-Puffer. So they're then...
Is that equivalent to like a regular cigarette, or like how does the milligram thing go? I don't know as far as the nicotine shit.
Yeah, it's complicated. I don't even know either. I just know that there's some juices like 25 milligrams, and some is 10, and some is, it's all different. So the more, like this is a 24 milligram bottle, and the other little bottle I have is 32. So obviously this stuff is a much higher concentration per ounce.
They make atomizers that are a lot better than other atomizers, and the brand I use is called Joy 510, and then there's there's a bunch of like aftermarket companies that make the 510 atomizer, but the one I use is a low resistance model.
Yeah,
it
well,
kind of simulates higher voltage vaping, and it really does create a lot more vapor. Like it's my friends that still smoke even say that it really kicks their throat. I might try ordering one.
Yeah, well, like I said, I've tried the different ones. I mean, I had the 901, and then these, these are sort of like the Joy whatevers, in theory. Well, the Joy one has a different, it's got a heating element or something. But anyway, these were dirt cheap is all I'm going to argue for. So, and I've got this one hooked up to 9 volts, so I'm running this one at a much higher voltage. And they last a long fucking time. I mean, the 901s, I was burning through those, one a week, and it's $6 a week. That seemed like way too much money.
This 810 low resistance atomizer I have was $8.95, and I've been using it for about 2 months. It's the longest atomizers ever lasted. Over 2 months now, I think.
Yeah, well, I got, if it's anything like the 901, I mean, I got one of their low resistance ones.
No, it's pretty different from
and
901.
Burned up in 2 weeks, so.
Well, like different flavors and stuff also, like, not just, like just that and menthol, but do they have
Yeah, they got
every flavor you could.
Yeah, they're not. Some of them are shit, but you know they have them.
I was able to quit personally for 2 years. I was just cigarillos, just the raunchy, nasty crap that your throat can't take. And 2 years quit smoking. So.
Shitty cigarettes are shitty, man. I smoke spirits. Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, I don't think there's no such thing as a shitty cigarette. I never met a cigarette I didn't like. So, yeah. Hey, I haven't seen you in a long time.
Skinny Capri cigarettes
I'm still on the regular sticks. I can't give up the regular fucking cigarettes. I smoke Marlboro regular. I smoke a lot of other shit ones, but like I tried smoking Marlboro Lights, it gave me a fucking headache. Yeah, I'm addicted to them. I mean, whatever. I'm not gonna lie about it, but whatever. Fuck it.
Hey, I just want to let you know, if you still got those atomizers, they are fixable, at least for certain conditions. I just recently fixed an atomizer in my e-cigarette by using the Coca-Cola method, and, it sounds crazy, but it friggin' worked great. I mean, this thing was barely giving anything, and heat it up, drop it in cola, wash it out, dry it out, and it friggin' works great now.
Yeah, well, boiling them works too. Also find I use a little wire on mine. I got a little thin wire, and I, when the carbon builds up, I give it a good little jab, and that really helps too sometimes. Sometimes you end up breaking the element, but like I said, I bought a bunch of these cheap, so, I'm not as worried about killing one now and then. But yeah, I just put them in a pile. I got like 20 or 30 sitting here, atomizers that, and one day I'll just boil them all, and clean them, and, they'll be usable again.
And the idea is the acid in the Coke is supposed to, I guess, get the carbon out better or whatever.
Yeah, I was about to say that. It's the acid in the cola, so really what you want to do is use vinegar. Like, if you get some vinegar on that shit, it'll get it off.
Yeah, especially hot vinegar. But that's what I do. I put peroxide vinegar, a little bit of, an inch of water, and then you stack them all so the water boils backwards through them. So you put them upside down in a little pot of boiling water, and, just boil the water, and the water pressure forces the crap back out of them, with the reverse of, the way you've put it in. And, so, they're cleanable.
Bubbles, yeah.
But, even when obviously mine's not smoking great at this moment, but even when they're smoking good, it's still not enough. I'm still finding it just lacking. I'm just not satisfied. I'm just horny for real cigarettes. And it wasn't as bad, but I think it's just a summer thing. It's much better in the summer, so I think once I get outside again, that might really help.
You need some of that carbon monoxide in your system. That's what you really crave.
Yeah, sadly, maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe there are some other constituents of, maybe it's some of those other chemicals. Maybe I'm a little addicted to fluorocarbonophenone or something.
I really think it is, because every now and then I'll smoke a cigarette at a friend's house, and every single time it gives me a buzz, makes me dizzy. But I smoke nicotine every day, or vaporize nicotine every day in an e-cig, so why would it make me like that? It's got to be the carbon monoxide.
Yeah, it's carbon dioxide, but there's got to be, there's something, because it's like even the nicotine it's a quicker rush. Maybe this vaporizing gets nicotine in, but it just doesn't get into your system as quickly or something. Because maybe it's bigger molecules in nicotine or something. I don't know. It does seem like the burnt smoke, maybe the particulates are smaller, or maybe they go deeper into your lungs, and you get a better rush.
Well, just as an observer, I can always tell, like, when you're having an e-cigarette, and then when you light a real one, you're like, yeah. I can just sit down right now and fucking relax for a little bit.
Yeah, no, it definitely, it's definitely a distinction, and I wish it wasn't, but it is. But like I said, I don't know. I gotta find some better e-liquid too. Maybe it's just these e-liquids just suck. I mean, the stuff I had, the original stuff, the company's no longer in business, and that pissed me off because I really liked their shit.
My favorite juice so far has been Halo Torque 56. It's kind of pricey though, but it's
smoking is
really
bad
nice
for you,
flavor.
dude.
Being retarded is bad for you, girl. Yeah, especially on retarded babies too. You got some retarded baby. Is that your retarded baby in the picture? Your retarded baby? Is that your retarded baby? Stupid bitch. And a retarded baby.
We weren't talking about smoking, were we?
Yeah, I don't think so, but it doesn't really matter. People just don't get it. People don't really get addiction. It is kind of funny. I'm addicted, asshole. Do we really need to have an argument about this? I'm addicted. Fuckers.
What? You missed it earlier. Gary was talking about teaching things how to enjoy pain. Black cat should be here it is.
I don't know if I was doing that. But whatever. Okey doke.
No, he was talking
You
about
were
being able
saying
to
that you
condition
could
yourself
brainwash
to
people
handle
into enjoy
anxieties.
pain. Somebody
Not pain.
play the playback.
Yeah, I didn't say enjoy pain, but you could do that too. But I said licking ass. But that's what I brought up black cats for, licking ass.
Gary, I have a video here for you, and this video is a scene from a movie that I like very much called Rock and Rolla, and it's the truth about life. This quote is what it's about, and it's contained within this YouTube video that I have just messaged to you. I would highly recommend that you look at that.
A high recommendation.
Black cats. Have you ever seen Kansas City Bomber with Raquel Welch?
Kansas City Bomber with Raquel Welch. No, that's crazy. Kansas City Bomber. I never even heard of that.
You're lacking in audio.
Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, I've never even heard of Raquel Welch, Kansas City Bomber.
Kansas City Bomber. It's a movie about rollerblading. She's a rollerblading superstar, and she tries to balance her life.
And, like, isn't there something involved in that with spray cans? I might be mixing my movies here, but, like, she's got a belt full of spray cans.
But I remember, you know what? I mean, it's kind of funny because I kind of have fond memories of roller derby. You know, it was kind of a funny thing to watch at 6 o'clock in the morning. You know, you'd watch some roller derby, and it really was. I mean, when you're watching it, you're just saying how this is the silliest, stupidest thing ever invented. But you're saying it's watchable. Yeah, I could do this for a half hour. I mean, I remember watching
There's
it.
a video game made off of that.
Yeah, I like rollerblading more than I liked, what was the game they had, American Gladiators, where they shot Nerf guns at each other?
Oh, yeah, that was kind of lame. I mean, I watched a couple of episodes, I have to admit, but yeah, I didn't, especially when they wore those little suits and they fought like the, steroid guy. And you were like, what's the fucking point? I mean, the guy weighs 350 pounds. Why the fuck do you think he's going to win against the guy who weighs 350 pounds? Come on, stupid.
Yeah, and that replaced rollerblading. I know that interview, that's Kurt hanging out with the Buzzcocks.
It wasn't even roller blading, though. Come on, it was roller skating. I mean, that's what made roller derby, was they were roller fucking skates. I mean, it was just
no,
so...
you know what's great about rollerblading is that you got chicks, you got hot chicks on skates, catfighting. Right? What's not to love?
I know. But back in my day, I'm just saying, when it was real, okay, the chicks... There was a couple of hot chicks, I'll concede. But, you know, some of these chicks were just, you know, there was... dyke all over the fucking place. I mean, they weren't even chicks. They were like whatever. They were and some kind of, you know, they were like monster women. You would not want to meet these things in a back alley.
But you want big players on your team. You got the hot girl as like the point guard, and then you got the fat chick as like your center. You know?
Yeah, and a big bunch of mean chicks surrounding it. You know, it was just. You know, it was like, yeah, no, I wasn't watching it for the porn value, that was for sure.
Old hack, you're looking healthier. Have you been eating?
Are you telling me you're talking about the other old hack image?
Yeah, no, it's just he got his camera on blur, so it makes him look better. Oh, I look healthier when the camera's on blur. I find that too. The hat. It's probably just the hat.
I think I just look healthy normally. I mean, like, I'm a sexy bitch. It's true. Absolutely. 100% true.
Yeah, whatever. Except for them little handy things you're wearing, whatever that shit is, them little stripy glove thingy, whatever things.
That's a really interesting video. Like, Kurt blew his head off like a month later, and he's like hanging out with the Buzzcocks, and the Buzzcocks were like the original punk band, and like Buzzcocks are still like living in one-bedroom apartments, not getting shit. And here's this asshole that's made, you know, $20 million off of what the Buzzcocks started. And so, how is Kurt supposed to act? Is he supposed to act like a rock star? Is he supposed to be proud that he made $20 million? Or is he supposed to be, like, humble and thankful to them because they didn't make it? You know, there's so many fucking, like, class dynamics going on in that fucking bit.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about now. What the hell is he talking about? Holy shit. Give me anxiety.
Gary, so like next summer I'm gonna be doing some traveling and shit. Be going around the country a little and also out of the country. And I was wondering if you were still up for getting smoked out by me, because I bring the dope ass shit, yo.
Yeah, well, whatever. What's the next summer?
What do you mean by smoked out?
Yeah, well, whatever. Like this summer, yeah, that'd be cool. Whatever, yeah. My schedule's open.
Cool. Well, I'm sure I can get your address from one of the many trolls in the room. Like,
yeah, just go to Encyclopedia Dramatica. You know, they got it posted there now. Like, it's been up there for like 2 months, and this is like, what the fuck? I mean, can't even these trolls have any dignity? I mean, they gotta know that's going too far, right? They gotta know that's being really lame and shitty, and they can't even resist. They can't help. I mean, make up some good stories about me, talk about how I molest kids. But, I mean, you're posting my name and address. What the fuck? That's such a lame fucking target. I mean, that's like, it's so fucking cheaty. Fuck you people.
Can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it just seems, like I said, I just don't, it's one thing to make up some good raggy shit, but I mean, they're not making up a fake address. I mean, this is just bullshit.
This is like, you don't wanna be popular on the internet. It's not a good thing, generally speaking. Especially if you are susceptible to trolling or can be trolled. Because if you can in any way be trolled and you're famous on the internet, they will try and troll you and fuck with you. It's just, the hater is gonna hate. That's how it works.
Yeah, well...
Can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Whatever, like I said, I don't mind the heat. I'm just saying there is a point where this isn't just heat, though, is it? I mean, like I said, it's not unreasonable to say that's a line they shouldn't be crossing, right? I mean, they shouldn't be putting your personal information on a Encyclopedia Dramatica. I mean, they shouldn't...
How do you smoke? It's bad for you. Stop smoking.
Oh, retard. Go away, silly person.
I'm actually a little surprised and baffled that I don't have an Encyclopedia Dramatica page yet. Like, everyone hates me. I'm unattractive.
You're not easily trolled.
Yeah, right. I mean, what's the problem?
No, but what could somebody make up about you, though? What could they make up about old hacks? And you say, well, okay, yeah, I probably did do that. All right, yeah, I probably did do that. Okay, yeah, I did do that. Yeah, you're right. Okay, it's probably a fair accusation. I mean, you're probably guilty of everything already. You have no character. You have no character to tear down. It's only as people with integrity, that they can hurt. Or you scumbags. They can't say anything. They can't lie about you any worse than in reality. Yeah, but she has a really loud mic, and it's really annoying.
Amy Annihilation. Like, that is a fucking emo punk thing to do. Like, right there. That's like... That's what people do with their names.
Oh, look who's look who's using a term like emo punk. I mean, come on. Black Cats, you are like emo punk all over.
Raver.
Oh, okay, he's a raver. Okay, he's an MP monokama. All these classifications. I wonder how many classifications there are now. Think about a whole dictionary of just all the classifications of people.
Gary, I think the reason why you might control so much is because you yell a lot.
Yes, that's it, exactly. No, it's because nobody can fight fair. Because everybody's ballless little fucking pricks and fucking goddamn fucking fuckers.
Gary, when I'm out there and like I'm smoking you out, make sure you still have that beard and mustache, right? Because what I want to do is I want to do a photo where I make you look like the historical Guy Fawkes, and take a picture of that, because that's the kind of shit I do, yo.
Yeah, okay. Nobody will recognize me. That's fine. Whatever. I can grow it quickly anyway. I'm going to shave for the spring and shit, but a week ahead I'll prepare properly. Ooh, there we go. They're together. We're girls navigating the internet together. Yay. So what kind of girls are those? Those are like punk frog or net bonk?
Emo/scene.
Ah, scene. Yeah. Poser / Moser. Yeah. That's pretty funny. But anyway.
Dude, Gary, stop smoking.
Oh, whatever. Venom Fang X is, waiting for you to call. Or something like that. It's like Heart, the early days. Yeah, that's what's reminding me. It's Heart, the early days. They could make the movie. Yeah, that's what they ought to use those chicks for. Yeah. The early years. Yeah, that's it. Heart of the early years. Yeah.
Yeah, Teresa, can you play the flute? Teresa, can you play the flute? Just nod your head, yes or no.
Oh, fuck. all that scared them away. Damn.
I knew they were... I had a follow-up question. If they could play the skin flute as well.
Oh, that's funny. The skin flute. I mean, that doesn't even make sense. You know, it really doesn't. It's like a horn more than it's a flute.
No, it's not like a horn. I don't know why girls going...
Yeah, why girls blowing in the side of my thing either? Oh, the side doesn't work for you? No, it doesn't. Yeah, my pancreas exploded. Yeah, no, I don't even think I have. No, I don't think I have, actually.
Awesome. Gotta try it.
What if you get like an embolism or something? I mean, it's probably not good for it.
And you only live once.
Yeah, I know, but you don't want to die that way. Yes, he died from a penis embolism. Tragic and all. Alright, well, I'll keep it in mind, you know.
Have you ever been afraid of a girl blowing really hard into your dick?
No. The bitey thing scares me a little, but, yeah, the blowy thing doesn't bother me too much. I haven't had a blow fear.
Yeah, one time this girl was giving head to me and she scraped her teeth. I was like, hey, you watch it, you're scraping your teeth. She's like, yeah, that's what my dad says. Like, what?
Yeah, well, yeah, you've been with a lot of winners. Oh, that's such an old joke. Well, it happened for real. That's why they can't troll. That's why they can't troll old hacks, you see.
It's true, and her dad is a cop.
Even cooler. You gotta turn your mic off, Mr. King guy.
Mr. King.
Gotta turn your mic off.
Mic.
Gotta do that. I'll have to kill you. I'm gonna kick you.
That was so funny. Like, teamwork. That's teamwork trolling there.
Yeah, that was brilliant. The little keyboard clanking at the end there was really cool too. They were really, really skillful. Real artists.
Click, click, click.
Yeah, look how fast I can type.
I gotta make sure I'm hitting the right key. I gotta do it.
But you can't have some weird conversation with chicks, though. I remember having one where we were talking about, like, kidnapping a girl, you know, and doing things to the body. I mean, that was pretty fun, you know. You know, it was like, oh, man, women are fucked up.
Women are a lot more perverted than men, too. I think it's because they have twice as many holes.
Twice as many? I thought they had like 3 times as many or 4 times as many. But whatever.
Well, depending on the girl, I guess.
Yeah, but not all women are willing to do DP. I am a man who
I don't even want a DP. It's just like dump plunging. I mean, I'm coming up with nothing good. I mean, dump plunging. Oh no. Don't do that. Oh, I get you now. Okay. Well, if I had two penises.
You guys hear this funny story? I don't know if you have the onion or anything, but there's this white supremacist that got murdered in Arkansas. And ex-guy up in the white supremacist group said he's the kind of guy that could get along with anybody. Something. The interview.
Well, that story wasn't very good. Thank you.
That was really exciting.
Yeah, that was, that was
He's
pretty.
the kind of guy
Yeah, that everybody was
get
like,
along with anyone.
you know, and then an apple fell on his head, and like, yeah, he got killed by the apple, and so that was like kind of a big story because it was like, yeah, he liked everybody, but he got killed by an apple, and everybody was like, holy shit, that's so ironic, except it isn't. But anyway, yeah, it's a nice try. It's a good story, almost, maybe, possibly. Maybe in a different
Yeah, I was
language.
reading up on it.
Blind, when you're not talking, put your mouse over the mute button, and whenever you think about talking, put your mouse over the mute button.
Ha 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 ha. That wasn't even funny either. Man, that sucked too. You know, Black Cat's yawning on purpose.
So, you know this Viking guy that's in the chat? He's here every Saturday, like religiously. He hates everything that you say, Gary, but yet he still comes. Why is that?
Cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know why I show up. Fucking A. I'm saying, why am I here?
Viking, Gary's a commie, though, and me and you, the only thing that we agree on is that we don't like commies. So.
I'm not a commie. I'm just not for all this fucking, oh, my kids are better than your kid bullshit.
You want a giant death tax on the rich. That's communism.
Well, whatever. I want a giant fair fight. You know, why the fuck should somebody inherit those kinds of advantages?
But you'll de-incentivize productivity.
Oh, bullshit. Nobody works for their kids. That is such a fucking lie.
Rich people is good for the economy.
Well, that's just a lie, too. That's one of the silliest of the lies. Rich people waste money. It's like saying Pharaoh is good for the economy.
If you had a sales tax, they wouldn't waste money.
I'm not going to argue your stupid sales tax crap again.
I'm going to argue the goddamn sales tax until you're with me. And then we're going to go beat up other people that are against the sales tax. That's the way it works.
It's not the way I work, fella. But whatever.
Yeah, it is. You just take longer than others.
Yeah, really long, maybe. But whatever.
Are you talking about the UN, Viking? Is that what you're talking about? You said one world government. That's what the UN is supposed to be, isn't it?
No, it's supposed to be a way to prevent and mitigate against World War III, which it sort of has done, I guess.
No, it hasn't. It's served only as a bully pulpit for us in France and like 2 other countries that are on the Security Council.
Well, I don't think that's true, but whatever. I mean, of course, we've abused it and used it, but also the rest of the world has also had it as a platform, so I don't think it's all fail. But whatever. I don't see any government coming out of it.
I would rather we have like an elected representative in the UN as opposed to just some jack-off appointee that the president picks behind closed doors.
I know, but did we vote for the president, don't we? So, gotta turn your mic off, me do.
Well, the UN is actually supposed to be a higher authority than our own Constitution, isn't it?
I don't think so. I mean, look, what did the UN do for the Geneva Convention? Anything? No. Didn't even save that. So, I mean, the UN's kind of dickless. I'm just arguing that I think the idea of it in principle is good. It's just that obviously we cheated. So, it doesn't work because we cheated.
And I'm saying the reason why they're not achieving it is because we and our buddies are basically holding it hostage. Nothing gets passed unless we agree to it, which basically makes it useless because it's just another place for us to go around telling people what to do.
I know, but I don't know if it's very effective for us for telling people what to do, so I don't know if it even works as that, okay? I mean, I'm just saying that's probably better than nothing. And I'm just saying it could be something if we did give it a little bit of, if we made an international court and we made it part of something. But yeah, it has no balls, so it can't do anything, so it's just a propaganda platform. I'll concede that point. But I'm just saying the idea of it, it's got some useful parts. That if they, actually did something, like maybe they could do something about, progressive ideas, like, okay, you have to do something about this fuel thing, and you got to do something about this, human rights thing, and, it could be useful. I mean, it's also useful, I think, the idea of having international soldiers sort of appeals to me. I like that idea. So the idea of having a UN to clean up
but the only
a mess.
time they've ever ordered a police action, we were the only soldiers in the whole fucking... In Korea, the UN's, shining achievement whenever we, intervened with Korea, it was all American soldiers. So...
I know, but look at the thing with the Milosevic. I mean, that worked out pretty well. So the UN kind of cleaned up that European mess, so it was good for that.
Yeah, I'm just saying that it's ran by wasps. And that's why it doesn't function up to its potential.
Yeah, well, it has no principles. Obviously, obviously we can break the law, and Israel can break the law, and all these, our buddies can all break the law. So what's the point of it having it as any kind of institution if we're just going to break the rules? So I agree, but I'm just saying that in principle, it's a good idea.
I think you mentioned that they were part of the Geneva Convention. That was a valid point.
Yeah, well, that's what's a real disappointment to me was when we got away with that. I mean, that should have been there's no way we should be able to do this, non-human thing. Oh yeah, well, we have some non-humans in prison. Well, yeah, I mean, they're genetically human, but we've declared them non-human, so they don't have civil rights, and they don't got those, fuck all that trial shit and everything else, is they're non-humans.
Yeah, it's really interesting how, they don't declare war, but yet they still use all of the wartime laws. It's kind of weird how they do that.
Yes, very cheaty.
So, Gary, if you could ask Mike Gravel one question, what would it be?
Oh, how big was your last shit?
Duly noted. I'm going to be
Yeah, how stoned are you, man? I don't know, but I'm really fucked up. I'm fucked upper than a fucked upper fuck upper. Yeah. What about that Fed stuff? Yeah, that Fed did it. The Fed did it, man. Yeah, fuck, the Fed goddamn dropped a cigarette in my goddamn car, burned a hole in the goddamn seat in my goddamn car, the fucking Fed. Goddamn Fed is always fucking everything. Goddamn Fed put fucking doo-doo on my fucking front step and rang my fucking doorbell. Fucking Fed did that, the fucker Fed. Fucking retards.
Gary, is Ledgerville against the Fed?
Gary, what is your view on the cognitive processes behind addiction?
There ain't no cognitive processes. Okay? It's physio-psychological. It's like that vertigo thing even, you know? Chemical reaction, not an intellectual reaction. It's chemistry. Chemistry is bothersome. So it's not electrical, it's chemical.
But it has an impact on the cognitive processes in the brain. I wanted to know what your thoughts on that was.
Well, I'm just saying they're incidental consequences, though. I mean, like, you know, you satisfy the addiction, you calm your chemistry, then you can think straighter. So it's an incidental consequence. So you might even take mushrooms and get yourself all fucked up, but it's an incidental consequence. It's not like you couldn't go there without it. It's just that the chemistry facilitates, a perspective, a calmness even, or an excitedness that distorts perspective. But I mean, cognitively, you're still cognitive. I mean, drinking is a tricky one, because drinking does fuck you up cognitively. I mean, you become fucking irrational. Yeah, when you drink, you're irrational.
But then you can also look at like meth heads and how they go about their days, getting fucked up and finding money so that they can continue to get fucked up. Wow.
Yeah, well, I've never had that kind of hard addiction, you know, where you're willing to, you know, brains, you know, and you're willing to just, you know, break somebody's head open and steal their brains kind of thing. So I've never had a zombie addiction. So it's hard to say. I mean, I don't really have an opinion on that as a cognitive thing. But yeah, I mean, being possessed by your own desire.